My name is Greg Gondella, owner of Gondella Outdoors. Wanted to jump on. It's been a hot minute since we have done a product review, and I was super excited about what I'm wearing when I received it yesterday. So if you are into fly fishing, you were to any of the fly fishing shows from January through I think it was March, all over the country basically. They did a consumer voted product categories to you, the general consumer, to vote on what you think is the best product in that category. So this one happens to be Fishpond's new chest pack, the Stormshadow, and it was voted consumer best in its category. As a guide, a former competitive fly fisherman, I go through a lot of chest packs, a lot of sling packs, a lot of vests. I've kind of run the gamut of all kinds of different stuff. Mainly all Fishpond, with the dibs and dabs of some other companies here and there throughout the years. But this one intrigued me just because of the design, the idea behind it, and as a guide or a longtime fly angler, the more you fish, the more you realize what you kind of need and what you kind of don't need every day. So Fishpond kind of took that and ran with it. So we're going to walk you through this and kind of give you my thoughts. So number one, you can see I'm wearing it. It is a super, super comfortable setup. Very minimalistic by its looks, but they packed a lot of feature into a little tiny chest pack. So we'll start off in the front here. You're going to kind of lose me a little bit. But right here on my left, your right, is kind of the meat and potatoes, let's call it, of the chest pack. This is your fly box holder. It is a magnetic lid and will fit. I currently have 2 boxes in here, but with some of the thinner boxes, you might be able to actually get 4 in there. 3 for sure, but 4 might fit. But if you go to like, some of the standard tacky boxes from Fishpond, 2, maybe 3, 2 for sure, maybe 3. But again, there are a lot of thin boxes out there now. You might be able to get 3 or 4 in there. So very good setup there. I like the magnetic closure. Just less zippers, less buckles. Around the pocket itself, you have their nylon coated webbing and hypalon, which is kind of like stuff they use on rafts. But you have a bunch of attachment points for zingers, other tools, things of that nature. And then on the very bottom of this one, there is actually another set of holes there, and I'm running the Fishpond head gate, which is their tippet holder. And I like this because it does come with a clip, and you could clip it to any of these attachment points, but I like that you can access this, get the bar to slide through these holes. So it fits very, very nice underneath that pocket, and it's out of my way. It's not up here in my face or near line or rods, especially when I'm working with clients. So I like that. Everything is right where I can get to it. And if you've never used a head gate, it does have a razor cutter on it, so you can snap that tippet real quick. So moving over to my right, your left, we get into the flat section of this panel. And down here on the bottom, you've got a stretch pocket, so extra spools, split shot, strike indicators, whatever little things you can think of that you could stick in that. It does have a button closure. It will expand a little bit. Obviously, if the product or whatever you're putting in there is a little big, you may not be able to button that pocket, so just keep that in mind. You don't want anything falling in the water. So right above that pocket, you have some more of those attachment points. So you have the nylon webbing, hypalon, and again, zingers, anything with a clip. I happen to have their brand new River Keeper thermometer on here, which I ordered along with this chest pack. So it's a really nice setup, very, again, minimalistic in the front, and it gives you the ability to basically just keep on you what you need on you for a day on the water. So with that said, now we're going to move over to the far right, your far left, and you can see this little orange handle. So this is a sealed and self-healing TRU zipper. And the nice part about it is it's waterproof. So phone, things of that nature going into that pocket, you don't have to worry about it. Now what I really do like is the ability that there's no when you unzip, and it's a pretty deep pocket. So I can get my hand basically all the way into my wrist. So phone, fishing license, things that you might need handy but dry, that's where you're gonna wanna stick them. Now, what I did find out yesterday when I got this and unboxed it, I reached my hand in there and inside was this little guy, and that is the TRU Zipper wipe. And what'll basically happen is after use, this coating will get dirty, dusty, water on it, things of that nature. So if you ever feel like you have to yank on that zipper to get that to open, you should not have to do that. This wipe, once you clean it, is what basically makes it run smooth again. They also sell these on the website in a 6-pack, so you're going to want to keep those handy if you're going to be running this chest pack. So I just left mine in there for now because if not, I know I'll lose it somewhere. And again, nice and easy, no noises, you don't have to worry about it. So that's the front of the front panel. Now, behind the front panel, right here on my right side, is another pocket that is behind the panel and basically goes just about to the start of my forearm is how far I can get my hand in there. So again, maps, fishing licenses, extra tippet, extra leader, extra whatever you may need. You want to keep a granola bar in there. Hey, cool. Plenty of space back there. It's not going to, jam up the front of the chest pack on you. So all good. Now, the buckles, they did change a little bit. I kind of like these buckles. I'm going to get real close here. So there's your male end, there's your female end, and basically they just snap together, makes it nice and easy. Now, the lower straps right here are stretch fabric. So a little bigger guy, got a jacket on, wading jacket, what have you, that gives you the ability to let this expand and still keep it comfortable. Then we're going to go to the back panel. So you're going to lose my face here for a minute. So you can see where my thumbs are hooked in. That is your net cradle. So as a guide, I run long handled nets, so I like having the ability to slide it in, kind of like a sword into the sheath on my back. My handle will come down. This will keep it away from me and allows me to grab that net hoop and slide out when I have a fish or client has a fish. I can hook it up real fast and get to it. So very minimalistic, but there's more. So what Fishpond did was to make this a more usable chest pack, and basically maybe more than a half a day trip, full day trip, you're getting into a little backcountry action. They're allowing you to basically keep the chest pack set up and ready to go. Inside the box you will receive a total of 4 straps. These 2 are connected together, so that's why it looks like 2. So these are going to be your uppers, these are going to be your lowers, and these will help you connect this chest pack to a Ridgeline, a Thunderhead, or a Wind River pack from Fishpond. So Wind River is a roll top, Thunderhead is submersible, and the Ridgeline is a standard backpack, which they sell both separately and in a package with a vest. So if you see that on the website. But all in all, if you're looking for just a chest pack that will get you on the water with what you need, even as a guide, we overthink what we need a lot of times. This now will help me keep that to a minimum. So again, super comfortable, expansion ability, and I have, again, this adjusted to me. I'm not a very big guy, so this is adjusted pretty tight, but you got some room. And the ability to interchange between putting it onto a pack or running it as a standalone. 90% of the time I will run this as a standalone, just because of the net feature. And not that a backpack doesn't have that feature, this just makes it a little bit easier. And now, if I know how many boxes I have in here, I'm going to have a box of dries, a box of nymphs, a box of this. Makes my life easy. I know what's in there. I know they're there. Now, the only gripe I have is right here on the top of this pocket is some Velcro. And I wish Fishpond would have just included the fly dock on the pocket, and I don't know, for the extra $10 or whatever, I just think it would have been a better fit, just to already have it there. But regardless, I'm giving them 100% thumbs up on this new Stormshadow Chest Pack. $179.99 retail is what I paid. Got it with the thermometer. I think the thermometer's $20, $25. I don't actually remember how much the thermometer was. Yeah, I'll get this to use this weekend. So stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to have hopefully a special surprise. We're going to try to be doing product reviews every week. Now we're going to get back into some things that we were doing in the past. So hopefully we'll have a special surprise. I'm going up to a factory next week in New York to talk with some folks. So I will try to do a video while I'm there. But regardless, head over to fishpondusa.com. Check out the Stormshadow Chest Pack. They also have a sling pack, a lumbar pack, and 2 rolling duffels in the Stormshadow lineup. But again, for $179.99, get you what you need. On and off the water all day, easy to deal with, plenty of storage options, and it keeps what you need for either your clients or yourself ready to fish. So we appreciate you tuning in. Stay tuned for more. We'll talk to you soon.